And welcome to the next tutorial of NAFA. Welcome. We will be seeing the contacts module today into the NAFA offering. So, what is contacts? So, contacts is a very important module in NAFA, as it will be a central connect to all of the transaction modules. So, contact will serve you as a customer, also as a vendor in the respective modules. So where to find this contacts module? So it's located in the side menu below the service section. Okay, so here it is. Even you can search it from here in this text box. Okay, so once you click on this contacts, you will land to this page of contacts module. So this is the fresh new application installed. So there is no data. Here we can see the statistics, like how many total contacts do I have as a logged in user, how many contacts are with no phone number, no email ID, no phone or email ID both, and how many are the individual contacts, how many are the corporate contacts. We will come to what is individual and corporate when we are seeing the contact form in detail. Okay, so this is the view where you will be able to see all the list of your contacts. So the contact type, which will be an individual and corporate, which we discussed here. I will again go in detail later, but here you will be able to see all the list of your contacts. So name, phone, email, city, state, country, gender, area, whatever. Okay, so this is the primary view or the default view of a fresh application. So if you are using it as a new application, you may get this as a standard view into contacts module. Okay, so here you will be offered with the search facility. You'll have a quick search. You add any keyword or a word, and NAFA will filter that respective contact to you. Okay, then we have new contact, a refresh button, column picker button. What is column picker button? So you can see there are this many of the visible columns by default. Okay, but this many are the hidden columns which you can enable if they are applicable for your business or your domain. Sorry. So address, anniversary, this all the details are actually by default hidden. Okay, so you can unhide them. How? Just click on the view icon, or you just drag them and drop it here. Like address is necessary for my business, I will just drag it below the email address. If suppose this ecom GST is not applicable for my business, I can just click on hide here, or I can drag it and drop it here. So I will just now click on I button, hide button. Okay, hidden, gone. It will be seen here. Now just I will just decrease the size of this column picker, so you will be able to see the OK button. Okay, still I have to decrease. Okay, so see, this is the column picker, and here we will be able to see the OK button. Okay, I'm just clicking on OK, and this address column is here. Okay, so this is the view which you as a logged in user want. Suppose other user wants name, email and city only the fields to be visible. He can go to column picker of that many columns and click on OK, and that view will be saved for that user as his preference. So NAFA will take care of that. You have 40 users or maybe 10 users using the application. Then each one can have his own preferences, own view, own set of view how he wants to or she wants to view the data. Okay, clear? So now next option is to Excel, export the Excel data. Whatever data you have there, you can export it to Excel. Similarly, you can export it to PDF. Then there is a quick filter option given. This is to filter any these are the quick filters. So these are commonly used filters by which you can filter the data. So we will come back to filters again once we add 1 or 2 records, and then we will filter and see the records. Okay, then if you can see there is a checkbox given, you can select the multiple records, or you can select all, and you can even bulk delete them. This option is permission based and will not be visible to all the users. Currently we are logged in with the admin user, so we are able to see this button, and this button will give you details what it will do actually. So any user having the permission can delete the records into bulk. This is the campaign to run the MailChimp campaign and SendGrid campaign. What is MailChimp and SendGrid? We'll see them, those modules or functionalities or features in a separate video. But as of now, we can run the email campaigns to the selected contacts. Similarly, we can have the SendGrid as I mentioned. Then we can have this SMS campaign. Then there is a save button here given over here. Here there are some fields which can be edited by, like Excel, and you can bulk edit them manually and save them. Okay, then this is the maximize button. Then NAFA also supports Amazon imports, as Amazon offers some report formats in Excel which can be directly imported into the application for seller account with MFN, FBA. And then there is a separate format for Dubai clients which can be also directly imported. So these are having some functionalities like whether you want to import it as a contact or you also want to make an entry of commissioning for installation kind of thing. So that we will look later in a later part. Then there are some imports, like you can import your contacts from Excel. You can import the subcontacts. What is subcontact? Like if your contact is an organization. Okay, so an organization may have multiple departments, multiple head of the departments, so you can maintain all the subcontacts or the contact information of an organization into subcontact section. So here you can import the contacts where it will have the duplicate validation. There is an option given where you can allow the application to import the duplicate data also. So this depends solely on your business type, how you want to import it, but NAFA gives that flexibility. And apart from this three, there is an advanced utility called as Simple Excel tool for uploading Excel sheets. Okay, so it can also be used. It's an advanced tool where you can have auto column mapper and many of the things which you can use. We will also cover this feature or module into a separate video. But as of now, it's just for information that you can directly import Excel sheets as a traditional way, or you can even use the Simple Excel tool for uploading. Okay, so these are all the functionalities which are enlisted on your contacts list or details. Okay, now we will go ahead and define the contact. Okay, so I'm just clicking on a new contact. So this is a contact form. Here, as I mentioned that this is the default view, unconfigured view of a contact. So you are seeing this many of options, this many of fields available. It's not necessary that you need to have all this. You can customize NAFA as per your business, as per your convenience. Okay, so I'm just explaining the default view. Later we will visit the settings section to see what else settings are given for contacts module itself. Okay, so here first of all you choose whether it's an individual or an organization. I am going with the organization. Then what is the type of this contact? So by default it will be set to as customer. You can set it as vendor, general contact, importer, exporter, he is an agent or a manufacturer. So basically these are the two which will be mostly used, to which customer will be mostly used. So vendors are the contacts from whom we procure the material or purchase the material. Okay, or purchase the services, whatever. Or this customer is the one to whom we do a sell, or he is a customer. So I'm just selecting customer. Then NAFA offers the multi-company facility. So you can define your multiple companies, and you can even categorize the contacts into the multiple companies. We will be having another video for what is multi-company and how it works in NAFA. But as of now, you just take this as you can define your contacts to which company it will go. Okay, like you have multiple companies, 1, 2, 3, which one deals in one domain, another deals in another product. So you can define your internal companies and your contacts can be categorized into the particular company. Okay, then there is an option for defining the categories. What is category? Apart from your type, company, if you want to categorize your customers, like these are class 1 customer or whatever, you can define any of the categories which are suitable for your business. Then the name of organization, phone number. So I'm just adding Silicon IT and Educational Services Private limited. Phone number. Now phone number and email addresses are optional. How we can identify if the field is optional or compulsory? There's a basic difference. See, the compulsory fields are marked with the red color here, and the optional fields, they will be marked with the gray color. Okay, or you can say no color. So the red ones are compulsory. What if I need to make the phone number compulsory? It's easy. Just go to the contact setting and make phone number as compulsory. There will be an option which you need to opt it, like make phone number compulsory. Then comes the email address. Here email address also can be made compulsory from the settings, as I explained for phone number. Okay. Then comes the different department wise mail IDs, like accounts email, store email, sales email, service email. So what is the use of this all different emails? And what if I don't need them as a separate emails? I will explain both. So accounts email, suppose you are doing any accounting related transaction with this customer, like if you want to send an email reminder for a payment, and NAFA offers very much dynamic kind of automations like payment reminders. Okay, so if you offer an auto reminder for a payment for the credit invoices, then NAFA will send an email to this accounts email ID. Okay. Similarly, if you are sending any PO, it can be sent directly to the, it will be automatically sent to the store email here, which will be defined here for this customer. Like if you are, this is a vendor and you added a store email ID, or you are sending a material or a dispatch note for a customer, it will be sent to the store email ID. Similarly, if you are sending any quote or any proposal kind of thing, or any sales related auto-related email or a manual email, it will be sent on a sales email ID. Similarly, for service, for any kind of support or service desk kind of thing. What if I don't want this many of email address and there should be only one single email ID for my customer? Yeah, there is an option in contact setting. You just turn off the additional email IDs for a customer, and you will be only able to see a single mail ID, this one. So what will happen if I am sending an automated mail? NAFA will take care of that. If there is no accounts email ID added, it will send it to the primary email ID, which is this one. Okay. Then comes the state. By default, state is a compulsory field. You can make it optional from a setting if it is not applicable for your business kind. Okay. This similarly for city and country. So currently there will be no city added, but by default Indian states are added. You can define any of the city, state from this define new icon. So you might be seeing this define icon for some places. Like if they are master, you can define them from here, right here itself. So like if I'm adding Thane and state is Maharashtra, country is India. Save. Now just go and select it. You'll see the state Maharashtra is selected, and I think this needs to be refreshed. The country will also get automatically selected. Okay. Now, what is the address of this contact? Okay, so you add the address here, and if there is any additional information apart from this basic information, you can add it here. Okay. Then the postal zip code and the owner, who is the owner or creator of this contact. So it's admin, as we are logged in with admin. This cannot be changed, but yes, this can be assigned to any other representative. You can select from a drop down. So now I am logged in as admin. I am creating this contact, but I need to assign it to salesperson 1. Just go to the drop down, select that salesperson. Okay, so the contact will get assigned to that salesperson. He will be able to see, he will be able to generate the transactions for this customer. What if there are multiple not responsible users for this contact, but accountable customers? You just select them from a multi-selection drop-down. So you can select 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever number. Okay. If it is not, you can just opt it out. What if I don't need it, this multi-assigning? My business does only has a rule or a protocol where a single contact is assigned to only one representative. Fine, you go to options and disable the multi-assigning option from context. This section will be hidden, it will be not visible here. Okay. Now, what if I directly click on apply changes? It will redirect, it will show a save success, but there may be some additional information which you need to add depending upon your transactions or business protocols or a business flow. So what are those addresses? So you can add multiple addresses for this customer. Like you may have a customer in one location as a HO, but he has multiple branches in multiple states. So you can add the address here, like what is the name, address, GST, and what is the place of supply or the state of this branch, you can say, of this customer. Then anniversaries, as we have selected as an organization, it is asking for date of incorporation. If it was an individual, application will ask you for a birth date, marriage anniversary, or other personal kind of anniversaries. Okay, then attachments. Here you can attach multiple files, like you want to attach the company profile of this contact, you want to attach the turnover of this contact, you want to attach any agreement for this customer. So you have a number of attachment options given over here. You can attach multiple files for this customer, which can be easily referenced in future. Similarly, we have a subcontact. If you recall, I explained a subcontact what it is at the start of right from the start of the application, after some time when we started this video. So here we will add like Mr. ABC and his phone number, his residential phone number, email, designation, and you remember what is compulsory, what is red is a compulsory, what is not red in color is not, it's not compulsory. So department is compulsory, whether he is from account, store, sales, service, administration, general, purchase, management, okay, whatever you choose. Then what's the gender, religion, marital status. I will just make a window smaller because the recording doesn't covers the whole lot of form, so I'm just minimizing it. Okay, I have resized the form, so fields are visible. Okay, so other details, gender, religion, marital status. If we click this as married, then it will ask for marriage anniversary, okay, and a birth date. So what is use of this? So application NAFA will prompt you that there is a birthday for this particular subcontact from a contact, it's a marriage anniversary for him, so you'll be in touch with this contact person. Then you can add the social links, like what is the Facebook profile for this contact person, Instagram, Twitter handle, LinkedIn profile, Tumblr, YouTube channel, Skype, whatever is there. And you can even just click on this and it will redirect you later to that profile. So if you're visiting to him, you can have a quick glance on what is going on with his social media. Okay. So even if you can go ahead and have some additional attachment, like if you have any KYC related documentation for this contact person or any kind of contact or a file attachment, you can attach it to that particular contact person. Okay, I'm going ahead and saving this. And then you can add multiple subcontacts. There is no limit. You can add hundreds of them if there are hundreds of contact person into this organization. Then taxation details, like is he tax registered, then GST number, then ECOM GST, PAN number, PAN name, license information, FSSI, EI number, VATIN. What if I don't need many of these things? Yeah, you can go to settings, hide them off, and you're good to go with the simplicity what you need for your business as well. So even TCS details can be added. If there is any lease or deal agreement can be added. In more details, you can add website address for this organization. There is some referral mechanism. We'll cover it in the loyalty program management. Then whether this contact is active or inactive, you just opt it here. What is the source of this contact? From which source we got this contact? Are there any specified customer specific payment terms to be added? Then the vendor's name, rate, customer type, like is he domestic or international? What's the area of this? What credit facility you want to offer? Then what's the credit opening balance for this customer? If you are an existing running business, you may have the outstanding balance for this customer, so you can add the creditors opening. Similarly, if you have any debtor balance, you can add it in debtor opening. If this customer says you that I have a preferred transporter, like if you have if you are in a business where you need to dispatch material to customer, logistic is taken care, but here you can even take care of your customer. Like customer suggests, I only prefer this XYZ transporter. You just select it from a drop down, even multi selection. Like he says that this or these are the two transporter or the other three transporter which I usually prefer, and you send by this transporter only because they are good at our location. Like I'm just giving a hypothetical example. So you can select them from a drop down, and even going further, like there is a weekly off for this customer, like he is not working on Sundays or Saturdays, so you can just select that day. And while you are making a dispatching or logistic entry, Nafa will tell you that yeah, if you are dispatching on this day and if it is delivering on this day, this customer is having weekly off on this day, so you can plan better for the logistic plan. Okay. Then CC/BCCs, what are this? So in Nafa, there is again a dynamic thing given for email sending. Like you can make it automated one. Whenever a transaction is made, a trigger can be made automated, or you can have a manual emails. So as we discussed in the first form, we have a primary email address. What if like this is a very priority customer to you, and you are concerned that whatever transactions are done with this customer, auto CC mail should be marked to me. So go ahead, add it here in CC or BCC, and you can even add multiple emails as a comma separator. So channels management, Nafa even takes care of, or it manages the channel management. So you can have stockist to a retailer management. You can define the different pricings for each of your channels category, and while making a transaction, you need not have to worry to refer the pricing chart. Nafa will automatically check whether this customer is a direct customer, or he is a customer from channel, or a reseller, or a wholesaler, a dealer, distributor, national distributor, or a stockist. And according to the price chart, Nafa will automatically pull the price for the category, and it will automatically set that price for you. No need to refer the complex price list. Okay, suppose we are terming this customer as a customer from a channel, so it will ask who is the national distributor, who is stockist, distributor, but these all things are non-compulsory, they are optional. Okay, so this will be again making a channel management as a separate video. There we will see how the entries are done, how the pricing is automatically calculated for different channel categories. Then as we seen for a contact person, a social profile, you can have this for a contact person also. Okay, so Facebook profile, Instagram profile, all the profiles. So whenever you are visiting a customer, you just click on a social, just click on a search with Google. It will show all the information for your client on a Google, on a ping, on a Google map. You can locate the address, and you can even navigate easily. You can check the news, you can check the Facebook profile, or a Facebook page we can say for our organization, and you can have a quick glance what is going with this organization prior you are visiting the organization. Okay, then there are notes section given. So apart from all this information, if you feel that there is some more information or some more note to be added, go ahead, add it from a note. So this is not the all thing. This is the only basic information which we have covered. Nafa do have many of the things as business intelligence. We will enable them and see them definitely now. But prior that, I would like to inform you that this all tabs can be made permission based to all of the users. Suppose there is a sales executive, you need not have to give all these permissions. Okay, so you just go to permission section and remove the address, anniversary, attachment, and this taxation details, and that user will be only able to see the basic information or the information which you want to show to that customer. Okay, and these are the tabs which will show you all the records, all the transactions done with this customer, like what are all the inquiries done with this customer, what are all the quotations which we have issued to this customer, like all the major transactions. You can see it. As this is a freshly newly added customer, we don't have any transaction in this transaction sections, but this is a one-point view where you can open a contact and see whatever inquiries, quotation, performance, sales order, sales, if his vendor, what are purchase orders given, what are purchases done, what are GRNs we received from this customer or vendor, sorry. So back to the we will go back to this customer list and see how filter works. Okay, see the customer which we have added, it's now enlist here. But prior I want to enable some settings or show you settings before we go to how filter works or filters are seen. So in there is a settings section given here. Into the settings section you can search for this contact setting, or you can just scroll it here and see, or you can just search it here. Okay, contact settings. Okay, we will go to the setting part and see what all settings are there. So open the settings, and here as I mentioned that make phone number compulsory, we'll make phone number compulsory, we'll make email compulsory. Now by default state is compulsory, we can make it optional. Make PIN code compulsory, enable OTP validation, so you can just add a phone number and the user needs to validate that phone number via OTP. And if your business is not having any individual contacts, or contacts of organization or all contacts of individual, then you can select this, so you need not have to select whether it's organization or individual every time you make a new contact. And there are the settings like hide state and pin code. If you don't need them, even they are not optional, they are not needed in your business, you can remove them. As I mentioned that you can hide the additional email IDs like the survey, store and sales email IDs. Okay, enable order ID, this is applicable for Amazon. Enable do not disturb, here you cannot run the campaign on this contact because customer has told you to DND the details in application. Then there is one thing as customer potential analysis, I will enable this. Okay, then this label changing, this is now there is now a very much advanced facility for changing the labels. We will cover that into the later part of our tutorials. Then hide the anniversary details, hide the attachment details, they are not necessary for me, order details are not necessary, more details are not necessary, CCVC is not needed. Okay, then send auto SMS on exhibition contact, like if you are adding any contact who is coming from your exhibition, there is a separate subsection of contact as exhibition, you just opt it and auto SMS will be triggered that thank you for visiting our store in this exhibition kind of thing. So this is all automated. If you want to make address as a compulsory, if you want hide additional addresses, hide category, okay, then if you want to hide the channel management, if you don't need country, okay, then if you want to have the category plus its subcategory, so now only category is visible, you can enable the subcategory also. Okay, then if you don't want this Amazon buttons which I showed you on a grid, you just enable them. Okay, enable touch base management, I will just enable some advanced option. This IPBX is like you have integrated, so Nafa have an option to integrate your IPBX or callings or IPBX devices, where from contact itself you can make the callings. Okay, so print name and the basic contact name can be kept different. You can enable special alerts, this one stage or two stage approval mechanism can be enabled. Then enable agent management in contact. So since this contact belongs to some agent, if your business deals with agents and you need to pass on the commission, just enable this option. I will enable label printing. If you want to make area compulsory, you can make it compulsory. Enable landline number, apart from the phone number, if you want to have the landline number, you can just enable it here. Check if landline number is duplicate while adding a new contact. Enable products in contact, like if it is a vendor and you want to have the list like this vendor deals in these products with this price range. Okay, you can even enable the credit limit, like as I shown you in a contact, you can set the credit limit for a customer. So you can have an automation on this. I will enable the credit limit. Okay, enable mail to new contact. This option will send and welcome mail to customer or contact whenever the new contact is created. Similarly, you can enable SMS to contact. So if you want to have billing person information and license name validation, like PAN card name is correct with the billing name, so this kind of basic validations If they are needed as a statutory for your business, you can opt it from here. Enable contact code, like you can make a coding for your contacts like C001, C002, this kind of validations can be added. So there is another option for KYC validation for liquor businesses, only for liquor businesses. There is a separate flow and automation here. There is a master category to the category and subcategory. External managers, if you are into franchisee business, so you can enable the external managers from your franchisors and they can be defined and linked to your contact. Similarly, if you want to make subcontractor as mandatory, you can have an option to block a contact, so no transaction can be made with this contact. Okay. Manager approval, like if you are, as I said, that there is a credit limit and credit approval mechanism, so you can define the flows, that what should be the first, which should be first approval, who is the credit manager who is going to approve if you want to make this option enabled into system or this features enabled into system. Then OEM code can be enabled. This mostly relates with the traders where the OEM code of that OEM code is to be added for that contact or a vendor. Payment fields, payment criteria can be defined for a specific contact. Enable view to contact, this we will cover in the hierarchy video, but if you enable this option and if you mark a contact visible to all in contact, then it will be accessible for all the users even if they are not in assigned field or multi-assigned field. If you make state read only, then you need to compulsory select a city and accordingly state will be selected. Similarly, you can make country read only. Check for duplicate name in contact. If your business have only unique name of the organization or customer, you opt it. There may be a probability or possibility that in your business you may have two different contacts with same name. So you just opt it out if it's a case with your business. Then you can check validate duplicate contacts with duplicate website URLs. Even you can validate the duplicate email addresses while defining the contact. So application will tell you that this email address already exists with this contact number with this name. Okay. So I'll change this many of settings. We will update this setting and we will go back to contacts. So now let's open this contact and this many fields are now, there are some changes, like if you see the phone number is now compulsory because we opted. Now the email address is compulsory. Now the address is also compulsory. Three things were not compulsory. We opted them from settings. And if you see a view to all, so now only this person and the upper hierarchy of this person can view this contact. But now if I check this option, irrespective of hierarchy assigned to an owner, everyone in the organization will be able to view this contact. I will opt it out. And if you see there are many tabs which we removed, they are now made hidden. And there is another option we enabled as potential consumption, like you can add a potential consumption for this customer, that what is the potential consumption you are expecting from this customer on monthly basis or yearly basis, depending on which NAFA will prompt you whether the consumption monthly is going properly as per expectation or not. We will be having a different video because this is a very detailed topic for potential consumption and the analysis thing. This is only data entry, but analysis thing is very different one. Okay, and if you see there are touch base, like what a touch base, I'll add some, like I'm just saving, then email one. Okay, and visit, and I think these are sufficient. So like if you want to have touch base, like there should be at least phone call in every 2 or we say 1 week. Okay, so 1 week is like 8 days or 7 days. Yeah, and we need to have at least email in every 3 days, you see. And there should be at least one visit at least one visit a month. And you can have many of the touch bases here. So what this will do is that we need to add the phone number. Okay, so if I click save, address is also confused. So if we save this, now application will take care that this assigned to person gets reminder on his dashboard every 7 days to make a call and to update that call is done. Okay, and that alert, so that different report is generated that whether phone is done or not, and it has been then highlighted that this phone call was to be done and it is not done. Okay, so application will keep prompting every 3 days that you need to do this email as a touch base. It will always prompt to show that you have now visit to be done, which is a monthly part of your exercise, and so you don't miss your touch base with your contact or customer. So in history we can see the audit trails, like what has been done with this contact with time being from the different users. So this contact was created at 4:52, it has been updated at 5:14. Okay, so you can go and view what is the change been done. So address was null, Moon Invest was added, email address was null, it was added this, phone number was null, it was added this. Okay, so this is the details which you get, that who has done what activity on this particular contact. Then we have account history. So I don't think there will be any history as of now. So this is the only basic information. We don't have history because we haven't done any transaction with this customer, or it will show how much number of quotations you have issued, how many number of quotations are closed. So this all detailed statistics or history we can be viewed here. Then comes extra. So here, as I showed you, the potential consumption, which can be also imported from an Excel sheet. Okay, fair enough, good enough. So there are one basic thing, like you can see an update button and an apply change. What is apply change? If I click on apply change, the changes made are saved, but you will be on the same form. If I click on update, the changes will be saved and the form will be closed. So here you can see there are some fields which can be edited, like from drop down you can even change the data, like suppose it is to be changed to, for example, we'll set the state as Kerala. Okay, so this save button gets highlighted, just click on save. If you select it here, multi-select, and you can even delete this content. Okay, this is the bulk update, as we seen this option here to make visible to all. This option, this can be done for individual contact, whereas you can select multiple here and make visible to all. Okay, so this was a brief introduction of contacts. Yeah, I'm missing this point. Edit filter. So as we seen this quick filters, we can select only see the individual contacts. So there are no individual contacts. I want to see all the organization contacts. So there is one organization contact. Okay. Then if you want to see only contacts which are assigned to specific user, or you can search a contact with a sub contact. Like if you remember, we added a sub contact here for this organization. I think we don't save it. So you can search by a subcontract or contact person. Then you can apply multiple filters, like I want to see customers from this specific area, or I want to see the customers from this specific company. You can add any number of multiple criteria. There is a separate video on how edit filter works. You can check it, and you can come to know how edit filters can be used in any module. This is a very common but powerful and a simple tool given in all the modules and features. So thank you for watching, and hope you enjoyed the video. You came to know how the contacts management works in NAFA. Thank you.